Christmas from the Anime Addicts. Or as Japan would call it, Valentine's Day 2. Super Mega Deluxe Fun Time.
Let's talk about the stereotypical little sister. They come in many forms, but not restricted to the following: the vulnerable type, the overbearing type, and the type that's smarter than the older sibling. But then there's this.
Chocotto's sister.
That's not a Christmas anime.
Yes, it is. It starts with Christmas and it ends with Christmas. And it's also Christmas within the plot.
The story centres around a Christmas wish made by a young Haruma Kawagoe, who was eagerly anticipating having a baby sister, after his mother suffered a miscarriage. Several years later, Haruma is visited by a woman on a flying motorbike claiming to be Santa Claus and delivers his wish, a younger sister. When he remarks that he made his wish a long time ago, Santa replies that making a little sister takes a lot more time than just making an android.
Okay, so if making a sister takes a long time, how did you make the sister exactly? Did you get a surrogate? Did Santa make one?
Or was it magic? Also, why is Santa a female biker?
She must be from Santa Country.
Don't you ever mention that place again!
After paperwork and Santa departing, Haruma now has a little sister, who comes with her own instruction manual on how to be a little sister. When she asks him to name her, he calls her Choko, which refers to the Japanese word for manual.
Chitose Serikawa, granddaughter of the landlady. She's nice, but somewhat shy and accident-prone, with no sense of direction. She also has feelings of insecurity due to having to wear glasses, and she also has a big pair of boobies! She develops a crush on Haruma after he says that her glasses suit her very well. In the end of the manga, however, she's presumed to have married Haruma.
Makoto Ashirai, another resident who has orange hair, enjoys liquor, and teases Haruma. Despite this and her laziness and mooching food off of her neighbors, and other faults, which involve perversion, like touching parts that should not be touching. Seriously, bad touch, people! Anyway, despite all that, she seems to have a good character. She came to the original landlady's rescue after the lady took a spill down a staircase. Also, she is actually a model, and her professional name is Otokami Arisa, her name spelled backwards. But she keeps this knowledge from her neighbors.
Tadashi Yasuoka, a resident in Tsubaki Manor, a middle-aged man who is unemployed and appears to be struggling to find a new job after losing his wife and daughter, and plays the odd role on the anime. In the manga, he eventually finds a job, and eventually in the manor celebrates his good fortune.
Ayano Sonozaki, a woman who runs a flower shop near Subuki Manor. Haruma has a crush on her, and of course, Ayano remains oblivious to this. She was engaged to a guy named Kazuya until he broke it off. Haruma gives her advice, which allows her to rekindle her relationship with Kazuya, and they eventually marry, which leaves Haruma heartbroken.
Tamami Marumo, a young woman who is Haruma's senpai, both at school and in the club he belongs to. Tamami gives the impression of being quite free-spirited. She helps Haruma and other fellow students find part-time jobs, often on short notice. But Haruma is not fond of them, as they tend to be too busy or not pay as much as he would like.
The landlady, Kenrinren-san, the original manager of Sabaki Manor. She is a kind-faced widow who seems quite easygoing. She decides to retire from her duties in the building after her accident and goes to live with her son and daughter-in-law. She gives over her duties to her granddaughter, and she is the person who inspired Choco to start a picture diary. Along the way, Choco makes new friends. token boy / love interest, and token rich girl, as well as befriending a pop idol. Here are some of the things she does throughout the series. In the first episode, at Christmas, Haruma shops for clothes and gifts for Choco. And it's what you'd expect, just your standard established plot.
And with episode 1 being at Christmas, episode 2 is New Year's Day. This is where Choco starts her picture diary throughout the series.
This anime can be rather tedious, but with certain episodes, not a problem. So, kind of a mixed blessing, really.
Other things include Valentine's Day, her first bra, celebrating at a summer festival, a tea party, meeting an idol called Nico-nyan, having a big pet cat, and meeting ghosts at the amusement park. In episode 22, a very big issue is addressed. What happens when other family members show up and is introduced to the sister? At episode 23, it becomes It's a Wonderful Life, though more like transcending to the two timelines. At the final episode, at episode 24, it comes full circle as they celebrate the holidays once again, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas.
There's a fair amount of censoring as well, with police tape, which I get because naughty stuff isn't really supposed to be there. But of course, art imitating life is also a factor. Though in the second half of the season, there is no censoring.
What did you expect? This is anime. It's no holds barred, and it's unpredictable. The Japanese consider this entertainment and or funny. Again, kind of a mixed blessing, really.
I really like Choco. She is a very lovely character, and while she can be cheeky and comes off as having an unhealthy love for her brother, nevertheless, she is a bundle of joy. There's some very emotional stuff in the series as well. The brother is very annoying. Sometimes I just want to punch him in the face every time he acts like a stick in the mud. That being said, there are legit reasons for him being worried and such. For example, Choco tends to strip naked before she goes to the bathhouse and spas. That of course can be very problematic and, well, cheeky as I stated before. And he really truly loves his sister.
Well, you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your relatives. Even if they were delivered via motorbike totting Santa.
The theme song is good, full of hope and casual, and it feels like it was sung by a Japanese Cyndi Lauper. As for the closing theme song, it gets presented as a Nico-nyan pop idol song in some episodes.
So, what did you think about this anime?
Well, I'll say it again. Kind of a mixed blessing, really.
Yeah, I could see that. All in all, it's a good anime. And yeah, if you like the slice of life anime that doesn't have schoolgirls in it, you should give this a try.
Now, it's time for presents!
With Annie Mae.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Now, for this occasion, we have some presents for next season. I hope you like them.
Oh, a guitar. A basket of fruit. A book of fairy tales.
Those are nice gifts. Thanks, Annie. Well, that's it for the season, and see you next time.
This has been your anime analyst speaking.
Hold on! You're not going anywhere without me. I have to keep an eye on you.
Why?
Because who knows where you'd be while you're drunk on your ass.
I wasn't drunk, I was drugged.
Either way, I'm going to keep an eye on you to make sure it doesn't happen again. I've already had a hard time trying to find you.
Wait a minute. You were trying to rescue me? I'd like to see that.
Ah, yes. What could have been? Analyst, where are you?
Who the hell are you?
I'm the Reminisce reviewer, and I'm his co-star.
Analyst is mine now, pal.
Real. Analyst! Go, 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 go!
Oh my god! Reviewer?
Oh, thank you. Thank you,
Okay,
Review.
mate.
Thank
It's
you.
okay. Come
Thank
on.
you.
Okay, come on. Right, now, jump on the floor and count to 60. Yeah. That would have been something. Analyst? Son of a... I need to install a chip on him or something. Merry Christmas, everyone!
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer.